It's lovely to see you this evening. Thank you for dropping in. So before we start, if you want to light a candle, you can. If you've got a citrus mist or a citrus oil you want to inhale, you can do that. And we're going to start with a opening affirmation, which is: my body is not a battleground. It is a sacred landscape, shifting and responding to how I nourish it. And we do nourish our bodies. We nourish them in a number of different ways. Hi Lucy, lovely to see you this evening. We nourish our bodies in lots of different ways, not just feeding it and giving it hydration, but we put things on our skin to try and help our skin stay supple and smooth. And we use scrubs and we use face masks and we use oils and things like that. We put stuff on our hair. We do nourish our bodies, but maybe we don't quite nourish them enough. And that might be why we get this horrible dimpled effect on our legs, which we call cellulite. So tonight we're talking about cellulite not as a flaw, but as a fascia. It's fluid and feminine form. So let's reclaim the narrative. I've got to stop saying I noticed this when I was looking back at yesterday's live. I say a lot. So I need to stop saying So tonight, hi Leonard, lovely to see you, my love. I'm going to try not to say so much tonight. I'm going to try and pause instead of saying If you hear me say you have my permission to tell me off. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try not to. Definition of cellulite. What is it? It's a build-up of fat, fluid and waste. And it's trapped beneath the skin, causing a dimpled, lumpy or orange peel type texture. And it's most common on the thighs, the buttocks, the hips and the abdomen. I'm going to drop you a hi, Leonard. Lovely to see you this evening, my dear. I don't know whether this will resonate with you, but if it does, then you're more than welcome to join in. I do have a little poll up on the screen. Hopefully you can see it, so do vote. I can't see my screen properly. Who have we got? Oh, God, my new glasses come at the end of next week and I can't wait. Hello to everybody that's just dropped in. I have seen you. I'm aware of your presence. I'm just going to continue with what I was talking about and then we'll engage a little bit. So cellulite does have some different grades of visibility. So grade 0 would be no dimpling at all. Then you've got grade 1, which is dimpling when the skin's pinched. So if you pinch your skin and you see dimpling, you've got cellulite. I've just said Grade 2 would be visible when standing. So when you stand up and you look down and you've got bare legs, if you can see that dimpling, that's cellulite. Grade 3 is visible when laying down. Causes. There's lots of different things that cause it. Hormonal shifts, estrogen, menopause. Poor circulation and lymphatic stagnation. Hi Rachel, lovely to see you this evening. Genetics and connective tissue structure can cause cellulite. Hi Nightfire, good to see you this evening. What else causes it? Hi Helen, lovely to see you. Diet and lifestyle are also key in the production of cellulite. So you don't actually need to be overweight to have cellulite. You just need connective tissue that's doing its job a little bit too enthusiastically. I like that. So I'm just going to say my connective tissue's being a little bit enthusiastic and that's why I've got cellulite. That's my philosophy with regards to it. So do drop a little comment in chat if you've ever felt betrayed by your thighs or confused by your skin texture. Who does this resonate with right now? Does anybody that's with me right now in chat suffer with this dreaded skin condition that we call cellulite? Do you have that orange peel dimpled effect on your thighs? Is it the bane of your life? Are you embarrassed by it? Hi Elizabeth, lovely to see you. Do let me know if this does affect you. So there are some oils that work by stimulating your circulation and supporting lymphatic drainage, reducing inflammation and toning your skin. And I'm going to go through those one by one. So I just need to expand my notes a minute so I can't see the screen. So the first one we've got is grapefruit, and it's a diuretic, anti-inflammatory, mood lifting. It breaks down fat cells, boosts lymph flow. It is photosensitive though, so you need to be very careful when using it. You shouldn't go out in the sunlight after you've used grapefruit. Cedarwood essential oil is an astringent, it's detoxifying, it's calming. It tightens your skin, it reduces fluid retention. There's no contraindications of that I know of, but it should be used diluted. Cypress, great for menopause, is a circulatory stimulant. It's an astringent, it improves blood flow, it tones tissue, but it should be avoided during pregnancy. So if you've got cellulite and you're pregnant, do not use cypress. It shouldn't be used during pregnancy. Fennel is hormone balancing, detoxifying. It supports estrogen balance. It reduces puffiness. And I've lost where I am. Where am I? Reduces puffiness. Again, it should be avoided in pregnancy. And if you have epilepsy, you should not use fennel. That's a contraindication of that one. Geranium. Geranium it's for hormonal, it's an anti-inflammatory, it balances hormones and it improves skin tone, and there's no known contraindications with that. But with all of these oils, everybody's different, so there's no cast iron, yes you should use it, yes, no you shouldn't. You should always do a patch test when using essential oils, and if in doubt you should always dilute them. I've lost my little cursor, where is it? My scroll wheel's not working, it's driving me mad. Juniper. Juniper is a diuretic, it's detoxifying, it clears fluid retention, it supports your kidneys. You should avoid it with kidney issues though. We've then got lemon. It's an astringent, it's uplifting, it tones your skin, it boosts circulation, it is photosensitive, so you should avoid it. Avoid going out into the sunlight once you've used that, because it can cause darkness and blemishes on your skin. Mandarin is a gentle stimulant, it's calming, it softens your skin, it improves texture. No known contraindications, but as it's a citrus oil, all citrus oils you should be really careful going out in sunlight, using a sunbed, sunbathing or anything like that. All of these oils, and I have got some recipes that are coming up that you can use some of these in that will help you with your cellulite. I'm just going through all of the oils first, and I will recap before the end of the live so you know. And I'll also drop a list, or I could do a cheat sheet. If you'd like a cheat sheet, write cheat in chat and I'll make sure I get a cheat sheet out for you. Orange is great for circulatory, it's mood lifting, it boosts collagen, which is fab in women, and it improves tone. It is photosensitive because it's a citrus oil, so be careful going out in sunlight after you've used it. Rosemary is a stimulant. It's also an anti-inflammatory. It enhances circulation. It reduces puffiness. It should be avoided if you've got high blood pressure or epilepsy. Do not use it. Thyme is an antioxidant. It's warming. It stimulates sluggish tissue. And again, it should be avoided in pregnancy or epilepsy. So those are all the oils that I've done it again. I've got to stop saying They are all the oils that can be used to help reduce cellulite. So out of all those ones that I've mentioned, which ones are you drawn to tonight? Let's tune into your intuition. I'm just going to give you a few minutes. Hello to everybody that's dropping in. It's fab to see you this evening. Do share out, do like, do follow, because there's going to be lots of other useful lives coming up. I thought this one was quite, what's the word? Quite I've lost my words again. It's something that everybody talks about. It's very current. It's very popular topic at the moment. So who have we got in here at the moment? We've got Leonard and we've got Love You All. Great to see you both. Hi Melanie, lovely to see you this evening, my darling. Thank you for joining. Let me continue. How are you doing today, Leonard? Are you okay? Have you had a good day? Hi Sharon, lovely to see you this evening. Thank you for joining. So based on all those oils that I've already mentioned, I am going to go through a couple of a massage blend that you can use, which is stimulating and detoxifying. Now with this blend, you can massage it into the areas where you suffer your cellulite. So the upper legs, in your thighs, in your buttocks and areas like that. And this will help you to reduce the effect of the cellulite in those areas. Good evening, Lauren. Lovely to see you, my darling. Thank you for joining. Good evening, John. So the first one, this is a massage oil, stimulating and detoxifying. Hello, Harry. Lovely to see you. So for this one, and as I've said, I will provide a cheat sheet if you'd like it. I got a rhubarb diffuser. I think I found my new love. Oh, wow. You're going to have to tell me about that in a minute, Lauren. Rhubarb diffuser. Not heard of that. Is it a rhubarb aroma? Don't forget to share this live out, because this could be relevant to other people on your friends list. Do you know somebody that suffers with cellulite? Do you know somebody that hates their cellulite and is looking for anything possible to try and help get rid of it? So please do share this out. Please do follow. Please show me some love by tapping the screen. Oh, that's brilliant, Lauren. I had a lovely bath about an hour ago because I was on my feet for 8 hours today. My legs and hips are so sore. So I had a lovely soak and I put chamomile and lavender in it, and I just sat in there for 15 minutes inhaling the aromas to help me relax. Unfortunately, it hasn't helped with the leg pain, but I'm hoping a good sleep does. Okay, so the massage oil that I'm going to recommend, let me go back to this quickly. As I said, you apply this, you can do dry brushing first. So before you get in a bath, I would, if you've got a dry brush, do some dry brushing on the areas where your cellulite is. You then have your bath, and the bath will open your pores up. Now, before I continue with this, you do need to be careful, because I did a huge faux pas a couple of years ago. I'll tell you what it was I did. I made myself up a oil, and I can't remember what was in it, but I had a bath and I made myself a body oil. And as soon as I got out of the bath and dried myself, while my skin was still really hot, I put the oil on my skin. And because the oils, because my pores were open, I reacted. And I started to get, it felt like my skin was on fire, and I had this rash that spread across me everywhere that I put that oil. So yes, you should use them after you've had a bath, but not immediately after you've got out the bath. Be very, very careful. You don't want to be putting something on your skin that's going to cause irritation or burning or anything like that. So if you're at all in doubt, wait a little while after you've got out your bath before putting them on. Your pores will still be open for a little while anyway, because you've been in hot water, but don't do it immediately after you've got out, because you could cause some irritation. So the ingredients for your massage oil blend: you need 30 ml of sweet almond oil, 5 drops of grapefruit, 3 drops of cypress, 2 drops of rosemary, and 2 drops of geranium. Now, as I said, I will provide a cheat sheet if anybody wants it. Just drop the word cheat in chat and I will do you a cheat sheet at the end if you'd like. Hi, Amelia. Is it Emily? Hi, Emily. Lovely to see you. Hello to everybody else that's just dropped in. So with this massage oil, and I'll quickly go over the ingredients again for those that have just dropped in. You need 30 ml of sweet almond oil, 5 drops of grapefruit, 3 drops of cypress, 2 drops of rosemary, and 2 drops of geranium. And you use this after dry brushing. When you do dry brushing, you should always do it in a clockwise motion towards your heart, because that's the way your circulation goes. And when you're dry brushing, you want to go the same way as your circulation. If you're into affirmations, you can do an affirmation as you're doing it, and you can say, I activate flow and release stagnation. Obviously, affirmations are meant to be said with intention, so say it with intention. So with this massage oil, you massage it the same way your circulation goes into the areas where you have that cellulite. So upper thighs, buttocks, that kind of area. Or maybe upper arms. I know I've got some in my upper arms as well. The next one that might help you is a body scrub. Now this one is both exfoliating and it helps with circulation. So this is a double whammy. So not only is it going to help with your circulation, it's also going to exfoliate your skin, which is fantastic. It's going to leave your skin feeling very silky smooth. So for this one, you need a cup of coconut oil. Now you can get liquid coconut oil, which you use the carrier oil, but you can also get the solid stuff. Now I would use the solid stuff. You then need a cup of fine Himalayan salt or soft brown sugar, 5 drops of lemon, 3 drops of juniper and 2 drops of mandarin. Once you've mixed it all together well, you scrub in a circular motion on the areas where you have your cellulite, and then you rinse it with water. And again, if you want to say an affirmation while you're doing this, you can do that. Say it with intention and say, I shed what no longer serves me. So that's 2 things. We've got a massage oil and we've got a body scrub. And as I've said a little while back, I will do a cheat sheet with all of these on it. If you'd like to get a copy of that cheat sheet sent to you, please drop the word cheat in chat and I will make sure I get that over to you. The next one I've got for you is a bath blend. Now this one is a detox and an emotional reset. So for this one, a lot of people have Epsom salts, so that's kind of handy. You'll need a cup of Epsom salts. You'll need a tablespoon of jojoba oil, 4 drops of fennel, 3 drops of cedarwood and 2 drops of orange. Now with the bath blends, as I've said in some of my other videos, when you're putting oils in your bath, don't do it while the bath's running. The reason for that is by the time you've got into the water, all of the goodness will have already evaporated into the steam. So run your bath first, put the oils into it, give it a swirl and then get in. You are then getting the full effect of those essential oils in your bath because you've literally put them in just before you get into the water, and that's the best way of doing it. So you mix all of those ingredients together, you pop it in the water and you soak for 20 minutes. And if you're using an affirmation, you can say, I soften, I surrender, I circulate. Okay, so we've got a massage oil, a body scrub, a bath blend. What else could I possibly come up with that can help with cellulite? Has anybody got any ideas? I actually have a body wrap. Now this one, pardon the pun, is a deep penetration treatment and a ritual. Okay, so for this one you would need 2 tablespoons of bentonite clay. I'm not quite sure where you would get that from, probably Amazon or maybe a health food shop or somewhere like that, I'm not sure. 2 tablespoons of aloe vera gel, which is beautifully cooling. I love aloe vera gel and I've actually run out. I'm waiting to get some more. You then want 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 3 drops of grapefruit essential oil, 2 drops of geranium essential oil and 1 drop of thyme essential oil. Now with this one, You mix all of those ingredients together so you've got a paste, and you apply it to your thighs and your buttocks or any other area where you've got your cellulite. You would then wrap it with either a muslin or cling film. Don't wrap it too tight if you're wrapping it with cling film. You don't want to cut your circulation off. You would then leave it for 20 to 30 minutes, and then you would rinse it off and you would moisturise or use a body oil, whatever you want to do. That's entirely up to you. So that's the 4 recipes that I do have for you this evening that will help you with cellulite. Now bear with me a minute while I just have a mouthful of drink, because my mouth is very dry. Please don't forget to share this out. See if we can get some other ladies in here, because I'm sure there's plenty of women out there that will love some of these recipes. Okay. Hi Daisy, lovely to see you this evening. So with the recipes that I've just given you, would you try a body wrap at home? Or is that too messy? Is that something you'd be willing to have a go at? Bearing in mind you will have, I've given the ingredients, which I will do on my cheat sheet. Is it something that you would try at home? We've usually got cling film in our kitchen cupboard, so that bit's not the issue. Getting all the ingredients for the stuff that you're putting on the skin, obviously you'd need to get all the ingredients first. But is it something you've ever tried? Have you done a homemade cellulite wrap before? I tried one ages ago, I think. I tried one. It wasn't that great. It was a shop bought one. I've not tried a homemade one, but I'm going to. So I'm going to try some of these recipes that I've suggested to you tonight that I came up with earlier. And I will post my results following this live to let you know what I personally think of them. The fact that they're made with essential oils means they're going to smell amazing. And you've got all those qualities in those oils as well working for you that help with your circulation and things like that. They also help to keep your skin supple. The exfoliating ones will leave your skin incredibly smooth and help get rid of the dead skin. Right. So normalising cellulite, just to remind you, it's not a failure. It's part of the feminine form. It's a story of hormones, hydration and heritage. Does anybody have any questions or want to give me any of their experiences with treatments for cellulite? What bit do you hate about it most? I mean, some of these massage techniques they talk to you about, for instance, I was looking up earlier with regards to massaging your skin when you're in the bath, and it talks about pinching your skin to help work the cellulite out. Now, personally, when I've tried that, it hurts, and I'm worried that I'll bruise myself. So I've tried not to do it. But I don't know. Has anybody done that? Well, it says when you're using like the bath treatment, that when you're in the hot water, you should like pinch the areas between your fingers to try and work the cellulite out. I mean, I'm sitting here doing it to my leg as we speak, and it's not actually as bad as I thought. But I've always been concerned that I would bruise myself, because I do bruise quite easily. But I can imagine if you're doing a massage on that area of skin or that part of your body, it would work the lumpy areas out. But yeah, it's something that's always worried me. Welcome back, love you all. And I think I've missed part of my, where is it? I swear I've missed part of this off. I've lost some of my notes. That was clever, wasn't it? Where's the rest of my notes gone? Hi, Leslie. Okay, so just to recap, cellulite is a build-up of fat, fluid and waste trapped beneath the skin, and it's causing a dimpled, lumpy or orange peel texture, and it's most common on thighs, buttocks, hips and abdomen in women. Men do get it too, okay? I've just said again. There is a bit I've missed. Where is it? Oh, for goodness sake. I've lost part of my... Where are we? Bear with me one moment. I can see you all dropping in. Thank you very much for dropping in this evening. It's lovely to have you here. I've just lost some of my notes, so I'm just trying to find them. And I can't see where they are. Okay, here we go. So what causes it? Do we know what causes cellulite? We've talked about hormones and stuff like that. It's not just about fat. It's about how fat interacts with the connective tissue. So here is what contributes to it. In women, connective fibres run vertically, creating chambers where fat can bulge upwards, while fibres pull downwards, like a mattress with buttons. So you know when you've got a mattress and you've got the buttons in, you've got the bit where the button goes down and you've got the bits either side that bulge upwards. That's the similar kind of effect you get when you've got cellulite in your thighs, your buttocks and everything. Men's fibres run diagonally, which makes cellulite less likely, but it doesn't mean they won't get it. Hormones do play a huge part. So you've got puberty, pregnancy, menopause, and they can intensify cellulite. Genetics also, so skin thickness, fat distribution, collagen structure, they're all inherited traits. So the chances are if your mum or your grandmother had it, the chances are you're going to get it. It's all to do with genetics. As we age, skin loses its elasticity. We all know that. And connective tissue weakens, making cellulite more visible. So as you get older, cellulite that you had previously may be more visible because of your aging and your skin's losing its elasticity. So lifestyle factors that can contribute are poor circulation, dehydration, inflammation, toxic buildup. They can all worsen the appearance. So if you're not drinking enough, if you've got bad circulation, general inflammation, they can all worsen the appearance of it. Yo-yo dieting and smoking can thin the skin and reduce blood flow. That also contributes to it. Cellulite isn't a punishment, it's a pattern, a structural story written in collagen. You don't need to be overweight to have it. You just need to have connective tissue that's doing its job a little bit too enthusiastically. And I was saying earlier, I'm going to use that phrase from now on. My connective tissues being a little bit too enthusiastic. So let's stop calling it ugly. Let's start calling it a signal. Because it's basically your body's way of giving you a signal that something's not quite right. It could be telling you that your circulation's wrong. It could be telling you that you're not drinking enough. It could tell you that you're eating the wrong diet. All of these are your body's way of saying, woohoo, something's not quite right here. And it's trying to attract your attention. So we should listen to our bodies. And when we notice things like this, we shouldn't ignore them. Because our body is sacred. We've only got one body. And we should be looking after it. Okay. So for those of you that are still with me, do drop some little hearts in chat to let me know that you're still here. Chat has been very quiet this evening. I'm quite sad. Nobody's talking to me. Just making sure I've covered everything. Let me just have a look and see that clay that I mentioned for the body wrap. Let me just have a look and see where you can get it from, because that would be very helpful, I think, to know where you can get it. I'm just going to have a quick look on Amazon and see how much it is. Amazon. Ooh. Oh, for goodness sake, Jackie, come on. Amazon. My fingers aren't working properly this evening. What is the matter with me? I'm just going to have a look quickly for you. Oh, now my browser's not working properly. I've probably got too many pages open on it. I'm just waiting for my Amazon page to open and I'll browse that clay for you so we know where you can get it and how much it is. Where is it? Where's my Amazon gone? I'll come back to that in a minute. How are you doing this evening? Are we good? Have you had a good day? What's been good about it? Have you got anything you want to share? Okay, right. So bentonite clay you can get from Amazon. It ranges from, it's like an Indian clay. It's great for facials and stuff like that. Ranges from like $9.99 upwards. But it's basically a powder that you get in a pot, and that is what you would mix with your other ingredients to make your cellulite body wrap. I'm going to have to get myself some of that. Now, as I've said, I will pop all of this onto a cheat sheet. I'm going to pop it onto my Facebook. If you want a copy of it and you're following this afterwards, you're following the live afterwards, please do drop a comment in the chat saying cheat, and I will make sure the cheat sheet comes over to you. That will have the recipe for the body oil, the bath blend, the body wrap, and what was the other one? The scrub. So there's 4 things that I've talked about this evening that would help you with cellulite, and I'll stick those all on the cheat sheet. So if you want a copy of that cheat sheet, let me know and I'll get a copy over for you. It'll have all those recipes on it. It has a breakdown of what cellulite is, what causes it, and what you can do to help reduce it. Hello to everybody else that's joining in this evening. Lovely to have you with me. Don't forget to share this live out. I'm sure there's lots of ladies out there that would value some insight into helping get rid of this awful dimpled effect that you get on your legs and your bum and your upper arms. Does anybody have any questions for me? Have you found this useful this evening? Is it something that you're going to take away with you and try and use some of those recipes? Which one do you think you'll use more? I'm definitely going to have a go at the body wrap, I think. If I can bear to have something wrapped around my leg. Because I can be funny with my legs. I don't like... Obviously, I'm not going to put the cling film on too tight. But if something feels restricting, I don't like it. But that's partly to do with my fibromyalgia. If I've been wearing leggings during the day and then I'm sat in the evening with my leggings on, I start to get really uncomfortable, so I have to take them off and I have to have bare legs. It drives me mad. I hate it. So I will try the the body wrap one, and I imagine once I've got rid of some of the fat on my legs, it might improve it anyway. Well, it should do, shouldn't it? It should improve it. My weight has been coming down. I have lost over a stone. So I'm obviously doing something right. I do have very chunky arms, and I've got the bingo wings. But I do have muscle underneath it because I do quite a lot of lifting at work. But I just want to get rid of all this, because that's all excess that I don't want. There was a little bit of cellulite on my arms, but doesn't seem to be there now. So I must be doing something right. It's mainly my bottom and my legs that I want to work on. But I know that with exercise, drinking plenty of fluid, trying to eat healthily, which I've been doing anyway. My fluid intake used to be absolutely shocking. I never used to drink enough during the day. Sometimes I would have a drink in the morning, and then I would forget to drink for the rest of the day, which is really naughty. How I was functioning, I don't know. But now I try and make sure I've got a drink with me all the time. When I'm downstairs in the evening, I usually have either iced water or a glass of iced squash, and I try and keep my fluid up because I think it's important. And previously I was not drinking anywhere near enough. I still probably don't drink enough, but I'm better than I was, and I'm trying to steer away from the tea and the coffee. I mean, I have decaf anyway because I am caffeine sensitive, so I have to be very careful. If I have too much caffeine, it causes my heart rate to go too high. I get tachycardia, so I try not to have too much caffeine, and I'm trying to increase my fluid intake throughout the day. But I can still do better. Right. I need to work on my cheat sheet. So if you're watching this back, I will have a cheat sheet for you, which will have all of the recipes that I've talked about, and it will have the breakdown of all the reasons that you get cellulite, what causes it, and ways that you can help improve it. There's no guarantee that this is definitely going to work. It should help though, doing all of these things. Body brushing, massage oil, body scrub, body wrap, all of it together can help reduce it. It might not get rid of it completely. I think a lot can be said for a certain amount of body fat. They have now said that certain fats are required in our diets and that they are actually good for us. But then I think the goalposts get moved all the time. You get told one week that one thing's good for you, and then a couple of months later you get told, oh no, you shouldn't have that. That's bad for you. So there's conflicting information all the time on the internet. I think that's one of the pains of the internet. You never know what to believe, and the same's probably going to be said for people that are viewing this and thinking, well, what's she saying that's so different to something else that I watched last week? I think it's a case of suck it and see. Give it a try. If it doesn't work, then that's fine. At least you've tried it. Essential oils are natural. They're derived from plants. The likelihood of them harming you is very, very slim. As long as you're not using oils that are contraindicated to a medical condition that you've got, you should be absolutely fine. If you've got sensitive skin, you should dilute them anyway. And as I always say, you should always seek medical advice if you've not used essential oils before. If you've never had an aromatherapy session before, always speak to your GP first to make sure they're safe for you to use. Any trained aromatherapist before seeing you would ask you for your medical background anyway. They will ask you questions. They'll ask you if you've got any medical conditions. They will ask you if you've spoken to your GP. If they've got any concerns about treating you, they should refuse to treat you until you've spoken to your GP. Personally, that's what I would do. If somebody came to me with a series of medical conditions and they wanted an aromatherapy treatment and I wasn't comfortable treating them, I would be honest with them and tell them and say, I would rather you go back to your GP first, and I would rather your GP say, yep, that's absolutely fine. For instance, my husband had, as I've mentioned previously, my husband had a stroke and sepsis at the end of last year. He has a lot of pain in his shoulders and neck and upper back. Now, being an aromatherapist and trained in massage, I could have easily just said, right, hey, I'll give you a massage. But because of the nature of his medical conditions, I haven't, because I don't know whether it's safe to do so. He had a physio appointment beginning of this week, and physio have given him the all clear. They've said it's okay for him to have an aromatherapy massage, and he's also had a medical professional say the same thing. So I will be doing that for him at some point, and I will work on his shoulders, his neck, and the top part of his back to hopefully release some of the tension. And I'll be using oils that are good for regenerating tissue and for helping to reduce inflammation and pain. So yeah, always do, if you're in any doubt, dilute. Always do a patch test on a small area of your skin first before using oils. If it gets irritated where you've done the patch test, don't use it. Because if it's irritating you in a small area, you don't want to be putting it in a large area like a complete thigh or over one side of your buttocks or something like that, because it's going to irritate you, and that's the last thing you want. So patch test, dilute, but always speak to your GP first. Okay? I do hope this evening has been useful to some of you. I've seen a lot of you dropping in and out. Chat's been a little bit quiet, so I'm not sure who's here and who's not. I've seen love you all popping in and out. You're like a little yo-yo, bless you. Thank you for sticking with me. It's been lovely to have you here. I will do my cheat sheet. If you're watching this back, drop a comment in chat in the comments to say cheat, and I will make sure the cheat sheet comes over to you. I need to move because I'm very, very stiff. I need to get my legs moving. So I'm going to end this now. I will be back at some point tomorrow. I will give you some feedback on my experience of all those recipes that I've given you. And I'll let you know how I get on. Because I think it would be good to get, as well as getting your point, if any of you use any of these recipes, save this video, and if any of you use them, do come back to me and let me know how you've got on with them, whether they've worked, what you liked about them, how they felt on your skin, how the aroma made you feel. Good evening, Matt. Lovely to see you, darling. Yeah, so let me know if you've used any of them. Let me know which one you used, whether it was the body oil, the scrub, the bath blend, or the body wrap. Let me know how you got on with it. And yeah, I'll do the same. I'll let you know which ones I've used and how I've got on with it. Because I think we can build a little community here, fighting cellulite, couldn't we? We could call ourselves, what should we call ourselves? The Cellulite Army. Should we call ourselves the Cellulite Army? Oh, thank you for all the love hearts, sweetheart. That's very kind of you. I think my little poll disappeared. I think it passed without anybody commenting, so I'm going to redo it. I'm going to restart my poll. There we go. So if anybody drops in, I do have a little poll going about cellulite. It's not just women; men can get it too, but it's not as common in men because of the way the skin lays. But men can get it too. So there is a little poll going. It is a gifty poll, so you do have to give gifts to vote. Sneaky me, I know. Good way to get gifts. Hi Indica, lovely to see you, darling. So let's have a look and see if I can get anybody to vote on this poll. Hi Mayday, thank you for dropping in. I am going to be popping, I've said it a few times, but I'm going to say it again. There will be a cheat sheet coming out, which has got all of the recipes that I gave you for the body oil, the scrub, the bath blend, and the body wrap. That will all be on a cheat sheet, along with all the information that I've given this evening about cellulite, what causes it, how you can avoid it. If you want a copy of the cheat sheet and you're watching this back, drop the word cheat in chat and I'll make sure I get that over to you. Just going to grab a drink. How are you doing, Matty? Are you okay? It's lovely to see you this evening. It's always lovely for you to drop in. Are you well? How do I look at people's profiles on here? Oh, thank you. You good? So tired this evening. Been on my feet 8 hours and my legs and feet are really sore. And I've got a t-shirt on that says, "You're stronger than you think you are." I think that's very true. No, you are stronger than you think. That's right. I'm stronger than I think. My older sister bought that for me after my twin sister passed away. And it gave me a little bit of a boost, actually, because it did make me realise that I was stronger than I thought at the time. Because I never realised, well, at the time I didn't think I'd get through it, but I have got through it because it's coming up 3 years now. But yeah. Oh dear, sorry for yawning at you all. I do apologise. It has been a long day. I'm not intending to yawn at you. Hi Claire, lovely to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Just having a break from talking. I've been talking non-stop since 8:30, just before 8:30. So I'm just resting my vocal cords a minute. I do like to talk. As people keep telling me I do talk a lot, but it's good to talk. Love to you all keeps losing connection, I think. Popping in and out. Please do follow, please like, please share. We should all be helping each other on TikTok. I know sometimes the content isn't always something that resonates with you, but maybe there's somebody on your friends list that it does resonate with. So even if you don't want to watch the whole live, maybe share it with somebody that would want to watch it, that might find it useful, because it might resonate with them. And you would be helping me out in the long run because you're increasing my following, which is fantastic. And I would be so appreciative if you could do that. Okay. Right. It's time for me to hop off. Love to you all. Be kind to yourselves. Look after yourselves. Eat well. Drink plenty. Look after your body. You've only got one of them. If you're not following me already, please do follow, and I will follow you back, I promise. And I will see you all on my next live, and I'm going to go and work on your cheat sheet now. And if you want a copy, just drop me a message saying cheat, and I'll get it over to you. Love to you all. Stay safe, and I will see you soon.